Hey guys, my name is Matimio and welcome to my Battlefield 3 weapon review series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Famas, which is the first weapon unlock for the assault kit in the Back to Karkand expansion pack. And to start things off, the weapon holds 30 rounds in its clip and fires at a rate of 900 rounds per minute. This is actually the highest rounds per minute you can get in a weapon in Battlefield 3, and the only other comparable weapons would be the AEK, the AS Val, and a couple of the other general kit weapons. As for its damage, the weapon does 25 damage in close quarter combat, which is 1 to 10 meters. After 10 meters, though, the weapon's damage starts to drop off, and once you reach 40 meters and out, the Famas does 17 damage a shot. To put this in perspective, it will take 4 shots to take someone out up close, and at medium range, it will take 5 shots, and at longer distances, it will take 6 shots to kill your enemy. As for its recoil, I have placed a small picture on the screen that will hopefully help us understand its recoil a little bit better. And the numbers essentially indicate what direction the weapon has a tendency to recoil. And in this case, the Famas recoils predominantly to the left and the right. This can make it pretty difficult to keep a shot on a longer distance target, so I would highly recommend using the foregrip to reduce its horizontal recoil. So one of its largest drawbacks is actually its reload time. When you reload the weapon with ammunition still in the clip, it takes 3.2 seconds to reload, and when there isn't a bullet in the chamber, it takes a staggering 3.9 seconds. The Famas actually has the longest reload time out of any weapon in the assault kit, and what I found really funny was that the Famas has a longer reload time than the first 2 starter weapons for the support class. So this truly is the largest weakness of the weapon, and while the weapon is extremely powerful up close because of its high RPM and damage, I find that I constantly get caught with my pants down because of its reload that takes absolutely forever. As for some useful attachments, since this weapon has a pretty significant horizontal recoil and the RPM is pretty much off the charts, I would highly recommend using this weapon in close quarter engagements, and so I would stay away from the high-powered optic scopes and go more for the red dot sight or the holographic scope. That being said, though, I would really recommend not using the iron sights. They are probably the worst iron sights in the game. They're pretty much just atrocious. As for the second slot, the foregrip is pretty much a necessity since you want to reduce its recoil, and for the third slot, it's pretty much up to you. If you want to have a little bit more power at longer range, the heavy barrel is pretty much always a good choice, and if you want to devastate in close quarter encounters, the laser sight is also a nice choice as well. So I should also mention that to unlock this weapon, you must first get 10 individual revives and 10 heals with your med pack. And this is probably one of the easiest weapon assignments in the Back to Karkand expansion pack, and you can most likely get this weapon in one game if you really go after it. So overall, this weapon is very powerful. Up close, as I have mentioned, it rips through the competition, but with its long reload time, you may have to change your playstyle a little bit and ensure that no one is around every time that you go for a reload. As for longer range engagements, I would always recommend burst firing, and while it's not as effective as other weapons, it's still pretty easily to get long range kills. But this about wraps up the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a rating. And also, if you'd like to see more videos from me, I recommend that you subscribe to my channel and also follow me on the Twitters. But until next time, everyone, have a good one and take it easy.